Hello and welcome back to everyone, the Football Zone, and to a weekend previewing the Premier League action coming up this midweek. And yeah, it's an interesting lineup this one, starting off with Ipswich against Crystal Palace. I think this is a game that Ipswich will be really targeting. Palace, have kind of had a bit of an indifferent start to the season, I think it's fair to say, really, isn't it? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they approach this. But Ipswich, I think they've got battling loss, obviously last night to Forest, but I think there are definitely positives they can take from it. So I'm going to say this will be 1-1. I think it could be a close game. But moving on into Leicester against West Ham at the King Power, and this is another interesting game. Leicester, I think, the Ruud Van Nistelrooy era maybe just starting to take shape. Not too sure if we've had anything too groundbreaking so far, but West Ham, the pressure's really going on Julian Lopetegui after another poor result last time out. So it's going to be an interesting one, this one. But I just feel like it could be a game where the two teams kind of cancel each other out in a way. So I'm going to say it'll be 1-1. Moving on into Southampton as they take on Chelsea at St Mary's. And I think with the quality we've seen from Southampton and Chelsea in recent weeks, Southampton of course did pick up against Brighton, but for the most part it's just been really, really poor. Chelsea looking really good. That man Cole Palmer doing great things. So I'm going to say at this moment in time, you'd have to say Chelsea are pretty strong favourites here to win this game. It should be a game which they win pretty comfortably. I'm going to say it'll be 3-0 to the Chelsea. Moving on then to Newcastle against Liverpool at St James's Park. And Newcastle coming into this one, I think on a bit of not a great run of form, I would say, coming into this one against the Liverpool side who are flying high. But I think if there is a team that Newcastle can really threaten against, if a team that can really threaten Liverpool, I think it could really be Newcastle. I think they can turn on their day. So I'm going to say this could be a game where Liverpool drop points. I'm going to say 2-2. Moving on then to Manchester City against Nottingham Forest. And this will be by no means an easy game for Manchester City at all. Nottingham Forest, of course, having a great season. Punching above their weight so far under Nuno. So Man City, as we all know, are very much struggling at the moment. So it's going to be a very interesting game, this one, and one that I think definitely could go either way. I'm going to say it will be Manchester City who get a 3-0 win. I think they can. I think they can get back on track here. But moving on then to Everton against Wolves. This is going to be another interesting game. Two sides down the bottom that are struggling. Manchester United, of course, giving Everton a bit of a pasting last time out, so they'll be looking to bounce back after that. And Wolves coming into this one, obviously not having a great season themselves, and the pressure I think is growing on them as well. So it's going to be an interesting game, this one. But I think Everton at home, they'll be looking to take advantage and get the win. I'm going to say 2-1 to Everton. Moving on into Aston Villa against Brentford. And Aston Villa, after that pasting at Chelsea last night, they'll be looking to get back on track against the Brentford side, who obviously picked up a great win at the weekend. Sade really on form at the moment, and probably the key man, along with the likes of Bruno and Wester, etc., etc. So Brentford have got some great players, but we know the quality Villa have. They're in the Champions League for a reason. So this is going to be a game that I feel also could go either way. But I'm going to say Villa will be the favourites for this one. I'm going to say 2-0 to Villa. Moving on into Arsenal against Manchester United at the Emirates. And this is another interesting game. Arsenal coming into this one, obviously, it's been a bit of an up and down start to the season for Arsenal, really, hasn't it? But they were at their best last night against West Ham. Similar story for Manchester United. They were at their best last time out, really, against Everton. So hopefully both of these teams can continue that vein of form. But I just feel like, especially with it being at the Emirates, Arsenal just will have a bit too much for Manchester United just at this stage of where they are, really, under respective managers. So I'm going to say 2-0. But moving on into Fulham against Brighton. And this is an interesting game. Two teams that kind of blow hot and cold, I think it's fair to say. Two teams that you probably expect will be mid-table in the Premier League this year, there or thereabouts. So I think it's going to be quite a close game. Maybe if you look at the two squads, I'd say maybe Brighton has slightly more about them, but I think Fulham, at home, they're a pretty solid side, aren't they? So it's one that I feel could go either way. So I'm going to say call it a draw. I'm going to say it will be 1 apiece. Moving on into Bournemouth against Tottenham at the Vitality. And this is a big game. Bournemouth, of course, having a really solid season under Iraola, but Tottenham, like I said in the last few videos, I don't think they're just dropping some unnecessary points. You think about home loss to Ipswich, or even on Saturday got a disappointing result. So it's going to be an interesting one. But I'm going to say this game could be close. I'm going to say the scoreline will be 2-0 to Tottenham. I think they could really show what they're made of this one. guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.